Okay. Welcome back, people. Welcome back on board, literally on board. My chess journey as a beginner continues. Thank you for joining me. Join me on this journey as we tackle the game of chess, also sometimes the game of life. So I'm glad that you guys here are joining me. Let's see what unfolds. This is my actual third live stream. I also do have a video that I have to upload for you guys to see, because I am looking to get your thoughts and your feedback and your comments. Don't forget to comment on this video as well if you're watching live, or even after the video drops. Just give me a comment, let me know what I could have done better, how I could have improved, what part of my game I need to focus on going forward, because that's the aim of the game here. You're just really trying to get better. So hopefully it's of value to you guys as well. And in parallel, that it also helps you as well to strengthen your game. So let's get to it. I think we're all ready to go. As per usual, I will pick the classical mode. So let's do 30 plus. Let's see what kind of opponent we get here. My rating, or they call it ELO, I think has pretty much settled at around 1200. I believe it to be. So I don't know if that's good or bad, or I don't know how low or how high it can go. But let's hope that we improve on that as well going forward. Okay, so I'm white here. I am the first to go, so I'll play the most classical opening, so that will be pawn to e4. That's the first move of the game played. Right. So black has played d5. So what do I do here? From what I've learned, you take. So that's what we will do. We will take. Obviously, he takes with the queen. And now what we will do is we will try to chase the queen away with knight to c3. That's usually what I do. You guys let me know what you would usually do in my position. This is what I've seen done on numerous occasions, so I'm guessing that this is the best way to proceed. Okay. So, he has now checked my king. What should I block the check with? What should we block the check with? We could block the check with the queen. So get them out of the game early, and then make castling harder for him. Shall we do that? Why not? Let's do it. So let's play this very aggressive move with queen to e2. Here we go, as expected. He's taken my queen. So on that note, we will take back. And we will take back with the bishop to e2. Okay, he's moved pawn to g6. I'm guessing that he wants to open up the lane here for the bishop. to g7. In that case, we will... What shall we do here? We'll carry on with our game. So let's play knight to f3. Oh, so he hasn't played bishop to g7. He's instead played knight to f6. Okay, so what do we want to do here? You know what I'll do here, in fact? Let's check his king. Let's check his temperature here. So we'll check his king. We've checked his king. He has moved his pawn to c6. How do I deal with this? Shall I retreat? Let me know what you do in this position. Would you retreat to a4 or c4? We'll play c4 here. And I still haven't been able to castle yet. Which is what I'm hoping to do. Alright. Okay, so he has also moved his pawn. Trying to block off any attack. In this case, what can we do here? We'll castle. Right. So he's finally played bishop to g7. I believe there's actually a name for this, right? You guys let me know what the actual name of this move is. Is it fianchetto? I believe it's fianchetto or something of that nature. But okay, so what move should I play here? Also, lesson learned from my last stream, right, is that I am wasting way too much time thinking about my next move. So a point of improvement here is to play a bit faster. So to be a faster player. Otherwise, I can risk losing on time or having very little time, which then makes me mistakes and prone to error. Okay, on that note, let's play rook to e1. So we're creating this lane here and focusing our efforts on attacking the center of the board. Let's see what he does. So we're playing... Yeah, I will butcher his name, but I believe we're playing Stavrulakurk. Stavrulakurk. Yeah, I think I made a good effort of that. If you know the exact pronunciation. If you even know what language or country this guy that I'm playing with may be from, yeah, feel free to let me know. Okay, so my move. What are we gonna do here? We're gonna open up the lane put the bishop here on c1, and we will do that by moving pawn to d3. Do we want d3 or do we want no, let's do d4. I was thinking about d3 because that way, even if the knight came to well, it wouldn't because the rook's here, but I was just thinking about the pawn being able to land more protection here to this center square of e4. Anyways, moving on. What would we do here? Definitely retreating with the bishop. Do we keep this line of defense or do we change direction? Yeah, this is a good question. What would you do here, guys? Would you keep this line of attack here, which is becoming increasingly smaller, or would you change direction? Let's change direction. So bishop to d3. He's moved now. Oh, alright. So he is now completely threatening my knight here on c3. So what do we do in this case? Do we engage? Do we engage, guys, or do we... Do we engage? Yeah, I think we'll engage because he could be looking to make a move here on my bishop on d3 at some point. So, so let's do it. Let's take the, let's be on the front foot here. Attack sometimes is the best form of defense, right? So let's see if this proves true in this case. So what has happened now as a result is that I now have a free pawn to take here on b5. So let's take it. Right, okay, we'll retreat back. This time, shall we keep that same lane here, or shall we, yeah, we'll just move the bishop back to where it was to d3. And now I need to think about how I can advance the other part of my game. So we'll move the pawn here for extra protection to the pawn here on d4. So pawn to c3. Hopefully I'm also managing my time carefully because now I am conscious of it. Especially as you guys will probably have seen how my last game went down. So we're trying to avoid that this go around and not let time be a hindrance, pardon me, to my performance. Okay, so here he's now threatening my pawn, or is he really? Again, let's be on the front foot here and pawn to b4. That way he'll think twice about moving further up the board with the rook or the knight here on c6. So what I'm trying to achieve here would be to limit his space here on the board. Okay. And has he now given us another opportunity? I think he has. If we move pawn to b5, he will feel like he has to move the knight. And we have the bishop here on d3. That will be protecting my pawn in the event that we go to b5. So let's do it. Yep, as predicted, he has had to move his knight. In that case, we will push pawn on a2 to a4. So in the spirit of moving up the board, increasing the pressure, limiting his space. Okay. So he's also made a play with the rook here. Perhaps. Could he be trying to do here? Perhaps move the rook to c6 to attack my pawn here on c3. Though if he did that, we do have the pawn here on b5. Either way, I know what we'll do. We will play bishop to to a3. Let's threaten his rook here on let's threaten his rook on f8. So you move the rook as predicted. And now here's a further opportunity to stick it either on his rook or knight. So either one of those, he will lose. Or maybe he'll be able to protect the knight by moving the rook to b7. Yep, as predicted. But in this case, oh no, we won't. My idea here would have been to, yeah. Maybe we can still do it. Can we still do it? No, he'll forever be getting away from me, so, but let's give it a go, actually. Let's move the pawn to b6. I have to say, right now, I do feel like I'm having maybe too much fun that I would be expecting to be having. So this has been surprising. This guy apparently has a much higher rating than me, so this is going way too smooth for me at the moment. But we all know how that can change in a minute. Alright, so in this case, let's move. Oh no, I don't want to do that, do I? I was gonna play bishop to b5, but then he could just play his bishop to d7 to protect his knight here, instead of just moving the knight. Alright. Okay. In that case, how should we now proceed? How shall we now proceed in this case? Yeah, interesting question. I don't know. We're gonna threaten his rook here on b7 with bishop to a6. Let's see what he does. So he may just force me to take his bishop here. That's sitting on c8. Yep, as I feared. I don't have to take the way. No, I don't. I can very much push my pawn up to b7. Look how far this pawn has actually traveled. And he could have just taken, in all fairness, he could have just taken my pawn with his bishop. And then I would have had to take back, and then he could have taken me with a rook. And we would have been even, so interesting choice on his part. Missed opportunity for him. So now what we will do is we will keep on squeezing him. So this should be very interesting, actually. We will play bishop. Shall we play the bishop? Or shall we? No, we're not gonna play the bishop. We are gonna play knight to e5. Let's pressure his knight here. Let's pressure his knight here on c6. There you go. That's my time running out again, guys. There you can see it. This guy's got double my time, but look at our respective positions on the board. Doesn't make sense, does it? Either way, we have to keep going, so we'll definitely take here the pawn to e5. He won't take with the knight because the rook's covering it, so that won't be the best move for him. Okay. So here he's threatening my pawn. So we will threaten his rook. And I don't think his rook has anywhere to go. The best move for him here is to take my pawn. Well, I don't think that was the best move. So we will take his rook. And now shall we take? No, we won't take anything. What we will do is we will increase the pressure on this file, on the B file. So let's see what he does. So this is looking very good for us at the moment. Right. So I did not anticipate that. Okay. What if we simply move this rook here to b6? So not take the knight, but instead put some pressure here on the bishop. Make him retreat. I don't think there's much that he could do here. That's alright. So on that note, we will take the knight. If he takes with the bishop, then we take his bishop. I'm happy with that exchange. Here we go. On this occasion, we will check his king, move the rook to a8. Oh, is that what he's trying to do? Alright. Not too concerned, but we should be wary, so let's move the rook to d8. We are at a clear advantage, so we will now move this rook to d1. Prepare to sacrifice a rook to take out his rook, and any chance that he would have at winning this game. You guys let me know your thoughts, let me know how you think that this game is going, if I've played well so far, what you would have done differently. If you're not watching live, then leave a comment afterwards. Let's analyze this video together. Has he made his move yet? Nope, he has not. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do now. Right, yeah, we're going for it. We will not waste any more time here. We will take with this rook here to d3, take the pawn, offer an exchange. Oh, he hasn't taken my exchange. Alright, fair enough. If he hasn't taken my exchange, then he may want to get checkmated another way. Fair enough. Let's check his king here. Alright, let's not get caught up. And let's move the pawn. Shall we move the pawn? No, we don't want to do that yet. Let's move the king to f1. Just in case. Just so we cross our T's and dot our I's. We do not want to get caught up, which I have been caught out in the past. Where, oh, I didn't think about that. Where he managed to checkmate me, although I was in a more advantageous position, let's say. He was able to checkmate me because I forgot about this little move here. But okay. Let's again offer rook exchange. Let's see if he'll take it. I don't think he will. Let's see what he does here. Yep, he's not taking it. He clearly still thinks that he has a chance. So let's, on this note, What would you guys have done here in my position? I am thinking that I may need to double up with my rooks. Make sure we don't get caught out. Okay. Let's play rook to e3. We may need to force an exchange here. There we go. I don't think he'll go for it. But we'll play it a little different this time. Yep, so we'll follow the rook. e5. I'm sure he's gonna move back down. Now we take his pawn. Yep, so he hasn't tried to take my pawn. We will move pawn to h3. Some protection here. And we will queen. That's what we will do. So, rook to a8. Pawn up. Let's move the pawn up. Let's go for a queen here. Whilst we are doing that, in the meantime, what shall we do here? Do we want it? No, we will move the pawn up. I was thinking of checking his king here, just to keep him in check or remind him where he is. But we'll move the pawn up. Let's force him to sacrifice his rook. Or risk me getting a queen. Right, so now I have to move. That's alright, we will definitely take. He's checked. My king, that's fine. Now he has a decision on his hands. Either he takes. So he hasn't, so I will take instead. Minimize his pieces. This game is looking pretty good to me. We will move the pawn up again. Let's see what his next move is. Yep, and his move is to check my king again. On that note, we will what shall we do here? Yeah, let's move my king to f1. I'm sure he's thinking about how he can block the queening process. Okay. We will check his king. Oh, do we want to check his king? Do we want to check his king? Now that's the question. Because he can make life difficult for me. Yes, we do. Let's check his king. Great. And now we will get our queen. There we go. He has to take. And we can have some more fun here on the board. This game has gone pretty smooth. Has to be said. Let me know, guys. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. How have I played it? Has the opponent just been weak? Or have I just been too good? Hopefully the latter. But give me your feedback, guys. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. Oh, he's left the game. So your opponent left the game. You can claim victory in 87. Oh, so I still have to wait to claim victory. Alright, we can wait. Curious to see. What do you guys think my rating will be after this victory? So my rating is at a speculative 1202. So what do you think my rating will increase to? By 20, by 30, by 30, by 40? What do you guys think you'll increase to? I'm curious as well. Can I claim my victory now? Is this claiming the... No, this is claiming the... Oh, yeah, this is claiming resign. I'm definitely not clicking here. I'm not resigning. I'm not offering a draw or proposing a take back. Nope. We are waiting this out. We are getting our victory, guys. We are getting our victory. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know where you, as always, where you think that the turning point of this match was for me, where I succeeded, or where he went wrong. After this game, we will quickly analyze. So here it is on the screen. I can claim my victory. Or will I call a draw? Nah. Let's get my victory here. So let's see. Are we ready to see how much my rating increases by? A drum roll, please. In your head. And my new rating. Oh, so by 86. Okay, great. So my rating is now a speculative 1288. Great. As you guys can see here as well, more information. Let's see if it shows again. The hovering menu, here you go. Joined 1 week ago. This is my third live stream. I will have a game that will upload that I played offline. So you guys can tell me as well your thoughts on that game. Let's do a quick analysis. Right, let's see what happens here if we request a computer analysis here at the bottom of the screen. Okay, let's scroll down. So I actually have a blunder. So my opponent had 2 blunders and I committed 1 blunder. Where was that? Where did I make the blunder? If I click on it, will it take me to the moment in the game. Actually, before I do that, guys, let me know. Let me know in the comments, right, where I committed the blunder. So, pause the video now, no cheating, and let me know where I committed the blunder before I click on it. Okay, so we've paused. We've had a thought about it, right? We've had time to think about it. Let's see where the computer deems that I may have blundered. Okay. So where did I blunder? Wait, this is, oh, right. So, let's go up here on the screen. So if I understand this correctly, I shouldn't have played pawn to b7. I should have played bishop to b5. I'm guessing that way I could have still maintained the threat to the knight here on c6. But there was a reason why I didn't do that. And I didn't do that because if I had played that move, he would have played bishop to d7, right? And he would have had his knight covered. He would have had his knight covered by playing, yeah, bishop to d7. Am I missing something here, guys? Yeah. I can't see it. Again, I can't see it, so you guys let me know what the trick would have been here, right? So what would have been the move if I would have instead played bishop to b5, and then if he would have played his bishop to d7, what would have been the move after that to make to ensure that I maintain the advantage? So let me know in the comments, guys. I have 2 inaccuracies. Let's see what those are. So the first inaccuracy, I should have played the rook, right? Yep, I was contemplating on this. I should have played the rook to f8 to check his king and also protect my pawn. And the, where would I see the next accuracy? No, this is just what happened next in the game, right? So that was the first accuracy. Oh, so this was the second inaccuracy. So, right, so instead of, okay, so instead of confronting his queen here right off the gate, I should have played bishop to e2 instead. So I'm guessing that would have also protected any further moves that he would have tried to make on the right side of the board. Okay, well, as we know, right, in chess and in life, we can always learn. So, here's a takeaway for you guys. That in the game of chess, and the game of life is a never-ending lesson, right? So there's always room for improvement. I won't say perfection because no one's perfect. So let's just say room for improvement. Okay, great. And on that note, we've seen my rating improve. I am now, I believe, at 1288. Still speculative. So, how many games do I actually need to have played in order to have my my rating established? So, guys, also let me know in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Again, let me know what you think the turning point of the game was, what you could have done different. I'm pretty sure that I could have been more critical with my game instead of just prolonging it. I'm pretty sure that even with the rook advantage I had, I didn't need to queen to win the game. So tell me how you guys would have proceeded. So once again, thank you for joining me on this chess journey. I am looking to live stream more consistently, so I'm hoping to see more of you guys join these live sessions. This is my third live stream, and I enjoy it. I get to play my favorite game while streaming live with you guys, right? So my thought process was just pretty much, why not stream, right, while playing the game that I love? And getting you guys' opinions and being able to have these exchanges and hopefully give you guys also some value or add some value and be able to help each other here in this game of life as well as this game of chess. So this can be as interactive as you guys want it to be. I look forward to your comments. I look forward to your thoughts, any ideas you may have. So let me know, guys, and we will be catching you on the next one. So see you next time on board.